Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hello.
For the New Year. This is Khalid with you, and I have Katara with me. We are from BIG, and hopefully, this video, we hope it's gonna be more helpful for many players. So, we are gonna, and Katara can speak right now.
Well, Happy New Year to you all, and thank you for having me, Khalid. And we just want to make things clear that this general list is for our current time, as generals are coming in month by month, and this list is what we have on our current availability. So one thing we wanted to clarify is there are a lot of general top fives and best generals content on YouTube, but no one has looked at the fact that some of these premium generals at 1 red star can be better than Electra at 4 red stars. And we're going to go through this and hopefully clarify what we mean by introducing these new generals as your main generals. So let's start, Khalid.
So first, if you are a new player here from a new server or whatever, don't play this game because this game is very expensive. Not free.
No, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And the people here are what keeps us playing this game.
Bro, listen. The only free thing about this game is downloading. That's it. After downloading, you start spending some money, $5, $10, something like that. Whatever you can spend, okay? Anyway, so back to the main subject about the top 5 ranking. As you know, for me, I'm playing the game since like 3 years, since 2020. And since that day until today, there are many generals. And you know, every year, like at the beginning of every year, Evony are gonna create new generals or a new version of the generals. Most of them will be stronger than the previous year. Like it's like a huge jump. Okay, so when I started the game, our main general was Electra at that time. Like, well, she was the best. But from now on until this today, there are too many generals better than Electra with many buffs. Like if you get them, it will be better than maxing, for example, Electra as a free-to-play player. So the top one right now, in my opinion, okay, the top 2 generals, because they are similar to each other. One of them is the current one in this event. He called Marcus Agrippa. You can see it, yeah, Agrippa. So Marcus, let's say you want to max his special skills, like the first 4 special skills, and he's still 5 gold stars, not yet, and including the box. You can check from the attack, he has 135, for the HP 65, defense 115, and the march size, if you add the skill book, it will be 12. And for the last one's rally size, if you are a rally leader, you will consider it, but if you are not, don't worry about it. So you can see that Marcus Agrippa at this point, he has 135 and other stats, okay? Then we add his stats at 100 star. If you make him 100 star, then if you make him 300 star, then if you max him as 500 star, you can use this table as for the comparison between other generals. Anyway, we don't recommend, like, if you are a new player and get one of these new generals, okay, the top 5 that we are going to share it, you have 2 options. If you are a really free-to-play player and you want very great general to use, try to make him at least 5 gold stars with 4 special skills maxed. Or if you have another copy, which is easier to go to 100 star, that's why we added this list in this table, the 100 star section. Second
So
one,
just to mention Rom's video from a couple of days ago. Rom explained several ways of getting these chests, and keep in mind that during the event itself, it's a very high chance to get the event general. So if you can stack up on, let's say, 15 general boxes, you could at least get 2 copies of these generals. And at 1 red star, you can easily outperform Minamoto or Electra.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, Rome video was great for me. For me, it was very, very great. He showed something that I want anyone to share. Like right now in this game, like many people, they are just talking about the maxing things, how to max things, and they're sharing their battles, their all stars. But no one is talking about the beginning, how to begin the game, how to survive in this game, how to develop your keep with low amount of money or without spending. It was amazing video. So we can see in the next table we have Mihai. Mihai is the top 1 general beside with Marcus. Marcus is a great one, like the top 1 right now because he's available in the system. So if you have any token, try to get one as much as possible. Mihai is similar with Marcus, that he's the same attack. If you max his special skills with adding the box, he will have the same attack. 45 HP. I think Marcus has 65. For the defense, he has 120 more than Marcus, and they have the same march size. Then we can go to Douglas.
But Marcus has the Covenant, so he edges out just by a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I said Marcus is top 1 right now, because he has something additional that other general doesn't have, which is the Covenant. Then the third general, if you have this general, which is Douglas, you are in the top league, in the top 5 generals, so you don't need to change it. He's really, really great. Douglas is almost close to these generals, like to Mihai and Marcus. And Douglas, I think he was the top 1 for a long time. Like he was the top 1. I think the first range general that, like for example, let's say during that time we had Charles as a top 1. Then they released Douglas. The difference between Charles and Douglas was huge, like 30% if you max everything. And if you didn't max everything, just the base gold stars will be good enough for you. Then we'll go to the top 1 in the past, which is Charles. Charles, he's better than Douglas. If you are not considering the red stars and just only the 5 gold stars and the box with the special skills, he's better than Douglas, by the way. If you are considering
Douglas
that
really Douglas really picks up when you max him out.
Yeah, that's true. And the last 5 general in this top 5 generals, we have Eleanor. Eleanor is she's the assistant of, she's the best assistant for me for any range general in this game, because she has the attacking, I think even her main skills is more about HP or defense, I can't remember, and she has the march size, so she is the best as assistant. But she can be your main general if you have Eleanor. She is one of the top 5 generals, by the way, for the range, because she is almost the same like other generals. You can see if you are not coin up, or you are not considering to pay even $5, okay, and you just want to wait for a long term, like 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months for playing. If you max Eleanor special skills and you add the box to it, she will be the same like Douglas, Charles. Just Mihai and Marx will be better than her. Then these generals are available, by the way, just on the tokens and the unique defense. You have to get one of them. You don't need to pay for them. You can play Battlefield and switch for the tokens. Or if you are level 4 KK player, you can go to, I think there's an amazing event. I think Ron mentioned it in his video that I'm using this event also, that you have to spend like 3,000 gems for 5 days so you can get return 3 tokens. So
it's basically $15 every day.
Yeah, so in total it's like 75, and you need like 200 to go to the level 4. So it will be in your way of going to the level 4. Yeah, which is amazing. So these three tokens can help you to get these generals, by the way, because these generals you can find them in these tokens, and especially Marcus, because Marcus is available in this event only. Anyway,
well, just to make clear that these generals are not only the top 5 for mid coiners, but they're also the top 5 for max speciality.
Or for non-coiners also, or
for full ascension. So they are the top 5 overall. Either way.
And we can share the conversion between them and between the free generals. By the way, you will see how these generals, just without making any red stars for them, they're still the best, comparing to maxing the free generals and the Tafrino from the Relics.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of the free to play generals.
So for the free to play generals, we have Tomaris. Okay, I think her name is Tomaris. In my opinion, the best two free to play generals for range that you can get them from Relics, I think. Tomaris and Electra. But for me, I don't like Electra because she is like 3 years old or 4 years old. But Tomaris, she came like 1 year or 2 years after Electra. And
a lot of people will be upset with you. A lot of people are heavily invested in Electra, so
I know. I know that much. But Tomaris for me as a free general that you can get her from the Relics, she is the best because she has besides the attack, she has the HP and the defense that Electra cannot provide it for you. Electra she's good with the attack.
Mostly people look at Tomaris as an assistant because she carries the rally capacity either way.
Yeah, when she was only during the backs, it was a special as assistant. But right now, when she became free, it will be like the top 1 for me, more than Electra. That people can use.
I think most people are still sticking with Electra because she's more available. So she's. I see that you did not include her on the list, but
I forgot.
She is a notable mention in the free-to-play category, and she's very close to Minamoto's power. As I guess, I think you missed a little bit of power on Minamoto on this list.
Yeah. But I reduced, I think, like 10% for Minamoto and I think Scott. Yeah, they are actually more than 10% than I used to use them on the table. But for me, for Tomaris, because I think she's not required in any dragon. So if you don't have the dragons, don't worry. Tomaris will be your best. Because some people, Tomaris is the best. It's like almost the same buffs, but she is higher on HP and defense. Plus, she is not required in any dragons at all. I think that. So we have one of the tables that we are showing that the top 5, the comparison between top 5. We want to get these top 5 that we mentioned before: Marcus, Mihai, Eleanor, Charles, Douglas. I made like 5 tables or 4 tables for them, comparing just between these 5. If you are gonna max their specialty only with the box, or you're gonna push them to 100 star, or you're gonna push them to the 3 star or 5 star. I made the conversion so it will be easier for you to decide which one you want to pick. So for the top 5 and the skills and the books, the first one will be Marcus. Marcus is the top, okay? So he will be the top, even if you max everything, like the 4 specialties and including the books. He's the top 1. Then Mihai and Marcus, they are almost the same in buffs. Like they are brothers, in my opinion. Then Eleanor. After that, Charles will come at 4th, and Douglas will be the 5th one. He will be the last one if you are not gonna push for the red stars. Then we have a table for top 5, and if you are gonna use 1 red star for them, like if you get 2 copies of any one of them, and you decide to push one of them to be 1 red star, it will be better for you to use Mihai. If you have Mihai 2 copies and you cannot push more, Mihai will be the best, by the way. Better than Marcus, because he's giving more attack and almost the defense is the same, And the HP, I think, if you are considering the HP, you can use Marcus. But if you are considering the attack, you can go with Mahai. Then it's coming the third is Charles, then Eleanor, then Douglas. Then we can...
Charles compensates with his march size, so I would put him and Marcus, one red star, as equal.
Yeah, Charles is better. Like, the only amazing thing about him, about 100 star, that he will be almost the same like them, plus 10% extra. Like, he will get 22 and they have 12 march size. So Charles is better. If you want to use him at 100 star, I think he can be the top one for sure. Then we have the table for the 3 red stars. Okay, converging the same top 5 generals that we mentioned before within their 3 red stars. Marcus will be the best one. He will come back to the top spot again. Then Mihai, then Douglas. Douglas, if you see the last 2 tables for gold stars and the first red star, he was the 5th. But if you make him 3 red stars, he will jump to be the third general after Mihai and Agrippa. Also, what is the good thing about Douglas, that he will have the most march size, the same as Charles at 3 red stars. But the issue of Douglas at this case, that Mihai and Agrippa, they have more defense, like the difference in defense is huge, too much, like 40 or 50%. So it will be better to go for Mihai or Marcus.
I think it will be better if you just push to 5 red stars.
Yeah.
More power is always better.
Yeah, that's true. So just to start the conversion right now, if you want to compare between the 3 generals and these top 5 generals that are coming from the chest or the tokens, we made a small list that the top 3 generals that you can get them from the Tafran or from the Relic. For me, I picked it from the Relic. I used Tumaris, okay? And from the Tafran, I bring Minamoto and Scott. For this table, you will see only 3 of them. And these 3, when you max them, as for example, let's say that I am a new player here and I'm not spending that much, but I'm looking for a range general, then I bought like 15 copies of Minamoto from the Tafel. I spent too much gold, too much gems, too much blood of Ares, too much of everything, okay, just to make 500 stars. Okay.
So just to clarify, this list only shows the premium generals with their specialities maxed and using their skill books, without any red stars.
Don't think so.
Yes. So
yeah, that's true. But I'm talking about the table that contains only 3 generals without others, without the final conversion. Yeah. Okay. The table that contains 3 generals only. Okay. You can see Tomas at the top 1, then Minamoto, then Scott. If you have Electra right now, it's already. Electra is higher than Tomaris by attack. She can be top 1 for the 3 generals, but she has a low HP, very low HP and
151 attack. Yeah.
It's like 6% extra than Tomaris, so it's not worth. If you can go for Tomaris, go for it if you want. But the main idea about this video that you have to stay away from the 3 generals, by the way, like, because none of them, even if you max them, they cannot compare to the new generals. So as you can see, Tomas is the top 1, then Minamoto, then Scott. For me, I don't recommend if any one of you have these 3 generals, or any 3 general from the top, and just try to destroy the general, get your item back, and try to invest them on one of the newest generals that released in this 2023. Then we have the last table. For the last table, we have I think all the 8 generals, the top 5, including the 3 free generals. You can see that this comparison table.
Yeah. So this is the list that only has their speciality plus skill books. For the premium generals.
Yeah, for the top five
generals are 5 red stars.
So you can see here that you can see in the top right now is Tomaris. Okay, if you max here with his specialties with the box and here red stars, she will be top one. Okay, but at big cost. Okay, she will has 145 attack, 110 HP and 50%, 26 smart size and 10 rally size. But on the other hand, if you have one of these three that are comparing to other top five, you can see Marcus Agriba is coming behind here only from maxing the 4 specialties and the box without even going to 100 stars. Okay, just one copy. If you have one copy of him and just max the 4 specialties, he will have 135, like 10% below Tomaris, and he will have 65 HP and 115 defense. By the way, all the new generals that have been released this year in 2023, all of them focus on defense more than HP. So don't worry about it. Like if you see one of them has low HP, it doesn't matter because 2023 for the new generals of Relic, all of them they have too much defense than HP. Then you can see Mihai, he's the same, almost the same that Agreba, Eleanor. If you want to focus, you can see that these 3 generals, without doing anything to them, just having one copy and maxing the specialties, they are almost the same than Tomaris, and they are higher than, I think, Minamoto and Scott as maxing their red stars.
Also, Minamoto and Electra at 4 red stars still weaker than Marcus without any stars.
Yeah, I think Minamoto last 5-star red stars giving him like 20% attack. So if you reduce that, he will coming back to be 111 attack. Electra from 151, she will be, I think,
121.
121, yeah.
So 126 on 4 red stars.
Yeah, 126 because she is getting 25 from the last red star. So don't waste your time on the new generals. Don't waste your time on the old generals, especially the ones that have on the Relic, because they didn't work. From any generals that came from 2020 and 2021, all of them are useless. You can go to the Evony wiki. There's a wiki for Evony. You can go there and check the section, for example, for the generals. A good thing about that wiki that you can see something that you can learn it. But for me, for the generals, you can check their date when they got released in the game. You can check them one by one. If you see anyone that came before 2023, stay away from him. All the generals from 2020 and 2021 are useless. Okay, don't even spend your time, money, items on them because the new generals that came in 2023, they are the best. And if you have some copies from some generals that came in 2022, don't go with them. Try as much as possible to not upgrade them. Why? Because the issue of the generals that came in 2022, that they are very, very, very rare to get. Like the only way to get them is from the premium token, I think, and you have like 1% to get one copy. Otherwise, you can't get. So try to move from the old generals and from the last generals last year and go up with the last 5 generals that they have been released in the Evony. Marcus, Mihai, also Douglas, Charles, and Eleanor. Any one of them, he will be like the top tier in this game from the range. They are the better with buffs, with upgrading or without upgrading, with maxing or without maxing. They are still the best. And just like a big note, like you can see that the last generals right now that have been released in the game, most of them, if you max their buffs, like Mihai and Marcus, you can see that their range attack or their attacking buffs is reaching like 185, and their 4 skills. If you max their 4 specialties and without the stars, they will be like 135 of the attacking. Okay, so that's mean the new generals that is gonna come in 2024. If you max everything, they will pass easily. They will be above 200, and if you just max their 4 special skills, including the books, I think they will be like 150 or 155. So always try to go with the new. Always try to go with the new generation of generals.
The availability of these generals just makes it much more worth your bucks, and they keep reoccurring with these glory event. So if you're a medium coiner, you go up to cake level 4 and you get some glory chests. You can still manage to get at least the generals that were released 2 events ago. So I believe at this time you can still get Napoleon, you can get Hyundai, the siege general, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not a one-time thing. So if you do plan ahead, that next event you want Marcus again, so you can cake level 4 again and get them easily.
And for anyone who's new, like he's new in this game and his servers are new, Evony, they have a system. When they are creating a new server, the main general of this server at the beginning it will be Electra. So if you are new, don't waste your time on Electra. Just wait like 2 weeks or just wait for the next event so you can get better generals, because you're gonna spend some money. At the end, you will get Electra from your first days in the game. It doesn't work at all. Just don't do anything for the first 2 weeks or the first 10 days. Upgrade your keep, upgrade other things, but don't waste too much on your generals, because after 10 days, after your server passed like 10 days from the beginning of it, you will have the events that you can get the other generals from the game. But the first 2 weeks, try not to upgrade any general your server to the level max or any level you can get it.
I agree. Mostly on new servers, people tend to go after cav generals because they want to kill monsters.
Yeah.
And archers are just something you're going to have to invest heavily on if you're going to join rallies, even if you're going to solo. An archer general is purely PvP, and just make sure you pick the right one to invest in rather than keep changing them. And if you're going to invest in something, make it worth it.
And for me, I think if someone saw the mail from Evony at the beginning of the event, they sent a message that next update that will happen after 2 weeks from now, which is the first day of the next event, they will remove some generals from the glory chest and they will add some generals to replace them. But this is not the only thing. I think at the beginning of any year, like the first event of any year, the beginning of every year, it will be a huge event. Like there will be a huge update with the huge events, with the huge huge items. They will come, like some items will come for free. Like for example, they will adjust some boxes. They will add some new things. So make sure that the next event will be a huge event. There will be a big update. Try not to spend that much of your items in this event, especially in this event. Try to wait for the next event, because next event I believe it will be a huge. So that's it, guys. I hope that.
So just
so much.
Let's summarize. So let's summarize and say that our recommendations is go for Marcus, go for Mihai, go for Douglas, and even at 1 red star, you're better off than having an Electra with 4 stars. Don't waste your time with the free-to-play generals. They're outdated, and invest your resources wisely.
Yeah, and this list is like based from what we were doing and searching all the time and trying to develop our people with their generals, gears, trying to push them, even if they are not like spending that much. Like some of them are just playing the events and going out the games without doing anything. So we are trying as much as possible here in BIG to help our people to increase their experience for the game, to develop their kids as much as possible, just to let them grow, to let them enjoy. So this top 5 is based from our opinion. So maybe you can share your list in the comment. Like I believe maybe everyone has a different list from the ones that you shared it. So you can share your list in the comment or in our Discord. Come to Discord, discuss about this video. We will be happy to discuss it, share your opinions, your top lists, or which is the best generals for the free-to-play players or for low coiners of the game, or even for the mega coiners. Share your experience. We will be happy to have your opinion. So I hope you enjoy this video. Katara, do you have
And if
anything
you
else to
haven't,
say?
if you haven't watched Rom's video, I highly advise you go check it out, and you'll learn a lot from it.
So
Well,
if you like,
Khalid.
if you like this video, okay, if you like the idea, we will try to make another list for other generals, for the ground siege, walls, caps, and we'll do some comparing between some general, even for the assistant generals. We will do it also for the duty generals, for sub generals also. We will try to do as much as we can. If you like this idea, let us know to try to make another videos about the other generals.
Okay,